All right, let's start back from the beginning. Well, we went down to West Virginia to Ivy Branch, and we wound up staying at Big Earl's Campground, which is only about a mile from the Trailhead, as well as the Visitor Center, where you get your tags. And that morning we took a ride out and went to the Visitor Center and got some tags and hats and shirts, and they're open. Just check their hours.
Hey there, we are headed over to Ivy Branch. We are currently just on the road getting over to the Trailhead, and Shane is in the lead. Hit some of the trails in Ivy Branch today. It's a beautiful day out, turning up to be about 75. It was 45 in the morning, so we got a bunch of layers, but looks like this is where we're turning off and up into the trail, so stay tuned for a little bit more. Looks like we got a patrol here. Checking stickers.
Good trail system today.
And the weather's perfect.
It is. It's supposed to be 85, I think.
Nice. That's our handy dandy officer.
He did check our tags and he did check our refreshments, make sure there was no alcohol in it. You can't have open or closed alcoholic containers on the trails, and they do enforce it. We saw him a few times in our visits. And going up the main trail from where we were, it is a bit steep, but it is still a green trail, so it is flat. It has some runoff leveling there, and so you'll see as you go up you'll run into some puddles here and there, but it was very dry when we rode this week. The dust was a bit excessive. You know, you could be riding in rain. If you do get out to these trails, just keep in mind that everything is extremely well labeled. Not only will you see trail and difficulty and number, you'll find this in many mapping systems, as always. Onyx as well as Maprika. You can find them in backcountry. A bunch of different trail systems are all available, and Bob T has those as well. We explored some of the blacks that went downhill and were a little bit steeper, but for the most part the trails are very well maintained. If you are going to wind up on a double diamond, which we'll show you a little bit later, you will be notified, and it'll be a blatant sign that shows you exactly what you're getting into. So this video takes place over 2 days. We did explore Ivy Branch, and if you do have a weekend and not a full week to explore and you don't know where to go,
Straight down,
I would recommend Ivy Branch. Trail 94 was one of the trails that broke off, and this was a double diamond. You can either go down it or up it. We went down Trail 94 here. We have a full video, full length. This is just some snippets of us going down some of the waterfalls.
There you go. There's that I told you about. Yep, no way.
Honda did well, and really no major damage or issues to be heard of. You'll find a lot of these double diamonds and blacks will have riverbeds as part of their core trail, and it's pretty cool. You can go through some of them and just double check the trails, because there are ways to escape off of a double diamond onto a flat, but not all of them do offer an alternate ride.
Hold on a sec.
Again, this is the lower end here of Trail 94. Check out our full video for that. We have all the details and all the maneuvering over this last drop. And of course, we found the hill climbs, and so everybody took a shot at going up on the hill climbs.
We're going in.
But the steepness of the hill's not bad. It's the rut that turns, and it's the roots at the top that...
Yeah, that's why I wanted to let out of the throttle a little bit, because I was afraid that once I hit those with the front tire, I thought maybe it was going to launch me up.
It probably soaked it up, your suspension, right?
Yeah. I didn't feel not even a second I wasn't in control.
just a big thanks to everybody who did extra camera work, Shane and team, for either holding the camera or getting additional shots. So, how do we like the ride so far?
Enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I like it.
94 didn't totally defeat us.
Yeah. I say we've been successful. No brakes. No brakes. We're good.
No breaky.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
All good. All good. Exploring Ivy Branch can pretty much just take you 2 days. It doesn't really matter what kind of difficulty you're looking for or what kind of vehicle you bring. You can find plenty of trails to suit your requirements. If you bring an ATV, there's plenty of trails that you can go on and not have to worry about going into a super difficult area. Again, all the trails are very well labeled and very well put together. Now, of course, again, if you see a double diamond, you can expect to see some of this. This is Trail 92, so be sure to check out our full video on Trail 92, and we'll put a link up for that. Shane was determined to get up this rock area. You can check out the full video to see how he did. There is quite a lot of elevation change in the trails, so be prepared for it. If you do have a very rainy and muddy visit to Ivy Branch, please be prepared to expect a lot of mud and sliding, but for the most part, the water entryways are limited. Of course, we found more hills, and where there's a hill, everybody wants to go up it. There were some bigger hills that only Josh went 86. Up. And this was after Shane had damaged some of his equipment. He took a ride with Josh up this hill. Again, the riverbeds are trails, and they do give a unique experience when you go to Hatfield and McCoy, other than standard dirt trails. Most of them that are not double diamonds can be done by the majority of riders, and you should check them out. But there's always a challenge, always a fun trail, and really in full Hatfield and McCoy fashion, all the trails are very well maintained, and you'll find limited tree fall down or obstacles, but still keep an eye out for them. Josh had to try some other double diamonds just to try his skills. Repairs were done at night, and we had some spare parts, but also remember the nearest repair shop may be 45 minutes away. You will run into oncoming traffic, so please be prepared to make way for wider units. Exploring Ivy Branch is fun, and really the trails offer a multitude of different types of skill sets and elevations. We were here in the spring, early, so a lot was not blooming just yet, but the temperatures were comfortable enough that you had chill in the morning and a nice comfortable day in the afternoon. We recommend that you see Ivy Branch and get down there and experience the Hatfield and McCoy riding experience. For $50 for an out-of-state resident for a full year is well worth it. And again, we love how all the trail systems are labeled perfectly. Please click on our Amazon links before you go shopping. It really helps support the channel. We'd like to thank our partners and sponsors for being on board. We really do appreciate having you along for the ride. Please visit our online store for hats and shirts and so much more with a click of the button. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you out there on the trail. Thanks.
Trail 94 will be 13 parts, 2 hours each.
2 hours each.
It'll be one of those Ken Burns mini-series.
Please don't skip the commercials, because that's how we don't pay for anything.
That's right, exactly. That's how we pay for Shane's axles.
Just got a loose screw.
They'll totally send it more.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's up, baby?